Hello everybody, welcome to the Wine Stand. I'm Dave Cifollo. Glad you could join us today. This is the start of our Christmas season, our Christmas shows, and as you can see I've spared no expense. I have a fake poinsettia here to add a little ambiance. I have a fake tree here right next to me, but the wine is real, and we're going to try some of that tonight. These are from the Robert Mondavi Reserve line, which is their more inexpensive, lower priced line. And the reason I get into a lot of the lower priced ones on here, and I'll bounce around and we'll try different things, but I get a lot of questions from folks saying, what kind of wine can I get? I don't want to spend a lot of money. I've got a dinner party, I need 6 bottles, I need 12 bottles, and they can't afford to spend $50, $60 on wine per bottle, so they're looking for something in that range. And it can be a challenge to find something that's pretty good in that range, but that's one of the reasons I touch on that here, because I just hear about it so much. Folks who are really into wines and they know for $30, $40, $50 they can find a bottle of wine that really meets their needs, but if they're having a dinner party, they're not looking to spend $500 just on the wine alone. So that's why we touch on that. And the reason we went with the Mondavis today is really twofold. We've got that price range we're looking to hit, and we've got this. This is a book I'm reading right now called The House of Mondavi, and it's a fascinating book, and I invite you, if you like wine, like Dynasty or stories like that, this is a real dysfunctional family, but it's a fascinating read, and as soon as I finish it up, I've got about 100 pages left, I'm going to do a review for you and let you know a little bit more about it. But I would strongly recommend it. It's a lot of fun to read and gives you some real insights. So look for that in the next week or so after I finish up the book and write it out. We're going to try a Merlot and a Cabernet Sauvignon tonight, both from 2009 in wines of this price range. That really doesn't matter all that much, but we're gonna jump into the Merlot right now, see how that works for us. Hopefully it works well for us and it works well for you guys. So we'll give it a sniff and we'll give it a taste. Fairly fruity, very strong in the berry world. Maybe leaning a little bit more towards the lighter berries, the strawberries, the raspberries, although I do get a little boysenberry, blackberry type thing in there. There's a lot of it in there. And then hiding in the background is a little bit of plum. And then I think, not much, little bit of spice, but more of a sweeter spice, a cinnamon, something along those lines. But it's very light. The overriding aroma on this wine is the lighter berries. So let's see how it holds up on the taste. Well-made wine. Finish is somewhat short on it, but that's to be expected in a wine in this price range. No real spiciness on the anywhere on the palate there or in the finish. The berries are still seem to be the overriding factor there, but it's a well-made wine, and I would have absolutely no problem recommending this to someone who's looking to spend $6, $7, $8 on a bottle of wine. I think it lists for more than that, but it can be found a lot of times at Albertsons or Ralph's or any of those kind of chain grocery stores in that lower price range. They put it on sale a lot. Now this is not from, both of these wines are not from their Napa winery. So these are from the Central Valley and the Woodbridge winery that they have. And so there's a difference. There's always a big difference between Napa wines and Central Valley wines, but this is a well-made wine. I have absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. So, oh dear, I forgot the dump bucket. I guess I'm the dump bucket tonight. So this is very unprofessional. Don't try this at home. I did that just for you guys. Let's try the Cabernet. We'll try to be a little more elegant on this one. Did you guys notice the new set here? At least the start of it. We've got this nice bar here, and in my home, I try to have bars in every room I possibly can, and because you never know when you're going to need a drink. I have a friend of mine who has seen my other alcohol collections. He seems to feel I have an issue. It's not an issue. As a matter of fact, see, right here. I'm not a social drinker. It's completely work related. So if you guys want to use that, or if you guys are looking for shirts like this, go to the website, shoot me a comment on any of the pages if you're looking for this, and I'll be more than happy to, you're already at the website, you're watching this, but go to any of the spots and leave a comment as to where you can find this shirt. I'll be more than happy to help you out with it. I like it. I get a lot of comments on this shirt whenever I wear it, so thought I'd represent, as those young kids say. So let's give the Cabernet a try and see what we got. Aroma is much stronger on this, as it should be, than the Merlot. More in the darker berry range, more in the boysenberry, raspberry, plum area. Spice is a little bit stronger on this one, and those seem to be the overriding aromas that I'm getting. So, see how it tastes? Not bad. I like this wine. The spiciness you do get a little bit on this one on the mid palate. Finish is not long, as you know, much like the other one, and wasn't expected at all. But a very well made wine, and I enjoyed it. There's no real tannins to speak of here, and which is interesting. I know a lot of people, you see it's 2009, so it's fairly young wine. And they say, shouldn't you cellar that wine? Shouldn't you put it away for a little while? That's with higher end wines. Wines that are in, you know, $6 range, $15 range, even $20 range for the most part. The Cabernets, you're not going to cellar them. They're made to be drank right away. And so you don't want to, you know, put them away anywhere. They're made for that. Now, if you got a bottle of a very nice Bordeaux or a Cabernet that's, you know, in that really high-end range, you know, $50, $60, $70 range, and you open it up right away, odds are you're going to get a fairly metallic taste that you're going to run across, and the tannins will also be much stronger in a wine like that. You can still get an idea of what the wine is going to be once it matures, but it's not ready to drink yet. These, they're made to be you know, consumed right away. So both of the wines I would recommend. In the price range, very good little wines. Fairly undimensional, nothing complex about them, but very pleasant, very nice. So go ahead, give them a try, and tell me what you think. Once again, leave a comment. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. I love to know what's going on. When I'm in tasting rooms and trying wines with the folks who own the wineries, I give them my feedback. And just the other day, this gal at one of the wineries here locally said, I really like the Merlot, not so crazy, you know, not as into the Cabernet. And I tried them both and said, well, I really like the Cabernet more. I think it offers a lot more. The Merlot seems to be fairly muted and doesn't give much. She tried them and said, wow, you're right. Maybe that's just the way it is today. And that's the thing with wine. Some days they work for you, some days they don't. But let me know. I love to get your guys' feedback and hear what you have to say. So, personally, I'm out of the dump bucket, so I've got to drink this one as well. And I invite you to go open up a bottle, enjoy some wine, and we'll see you right here next week. on the Weinstein. See ya.